to another game here on Metalopolis.
Yep, hello. Today we will be observing raynguyen, who will be playing as Zerg, and he will be red, and he will be spawning on the far left.
Yes, he will.
And the other player is Kiwikaki, and he will be playing as Protoss and blue, and he will be spawning top right.
Yep, and
So,
cross positions. So we
yep,
could see
which
some
is
kind of...
nice, really.
Yeah, and possibly a macro game. Just pretending that you can't see
Yep.
the timer, although you can.
Well, it's harder for early pressure from a Zerg player on this map because they are opposite. So it's quite nice, really. It means the game won't be so short as it could be.
Yeah.
So they both seem to be starting with normal builds. There seems to be no early spawning pools of such. So we won't see any 6 pooling or anything like that, which is nice to see, really.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to go 14 pool, 14 gas. Well, 14 gas, 14 pool, which is pretty standard against Protoss.
Yeah, and then maybe expand at 18, go 18 hatch, which would be effective. And I think Protoss, a usual build for this map against Zerg would probably be some sort of forward fast expand, or maybe even a 3-gate expand.
I think a 3-gate's more common because it's hard to defend your nat with cannons on Metalopolis.
Yeah, it's a bit of a wide space to cannon all the way around. Kiwikaki just sitting there in raynguyen's nat, just checking for any quick expansions, but he's just waiting there.
And while my graphics card slowly melts into oblivion, you can see that raynguyen has almost got his pool finished, and that the black splodges are becoming more and more apparent on my screen.
Kiwikaki has taken his second gas, so he's going to draw this game out into a long game.
Yeah.
Although the timer does lie to us about this.
Yeah, maybe one of them rage quits. You never know.
raynguyen isn't putting drones on his gas at the moment. He has it completed, but he's not mining from it, which is interesting. He may have just forgotten.
I think he
Yep.
he got speed and then he just pulled them off gas because he didn't need to waste the.
He's just taken his nat, and he's researching speed, so that's half completed.
And his queen's just about to finish. It's going to be interesting to see if he decides to make the creep tumor. No, he decides to inject first.
Kiwikaki is researching warp gate. He's not chronoing it. He's chronoing Alpha Stalker, in fact, so he'll put his Zelo on hold position and just try to snipe out the Zerglings when they come to harass, but there is a gap in the wall, so the Zerglings are going to run straight through. But that's frustrating when you have a hole in your wall. Harassing the probe. Is it going to die? Is it? No, I don't think so. Oh, yes. There we go.
Although he got quite a few of those Zerglings, so...
Yeah. And he's now thinned the gap to just one space wide.
And raynguyen has almost finished his nat, and has a queen transferring down there right now.
Yep.
And has started mining gas again.
Speed's completed. He's taking drones down to his nat now, and he will slowly begin to draw ahead on the mineral count.
Although Kiwikaki is going for a Stargate.
Yeah, it seems he will be going carrier, as he has the fleet beacon down.
Yeah.
He could be going for a mothership rush, but I think he would be needing more gas for that at the moment.
Yeah, he could go for a mothership, although raynguyen does have quite a few queens, and he would be able to get Hydralisks up.
His third queen has just come out.
And this isn't patch 1.4 yet, so it means that the motherships don't have that increased speed either.
Sorry, he actually has 4 queens out. I think raynguyen will be expanding again shortly, unless he gets attacked.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went for such a defensive play. He could have droned a bit harder than he did, to be honest.
And here comes the mothership for Root Kiwikaki. So he obviously thinks it's possible, and I don't know, will he go for a mass recall in Zoe's base, or just go mass carrier? He doesn't seem to be building any carriers.
Yeah, it looks like a 4-gate into mass recall.
Yeah.
Well, who are we to argue with the Grandmaster Liga? He thinks it'll work?
This is really good for a Protoss player, where you build for any race in fact, where you build a pylon on this map in the steam gas depot bits at the back, because it just stops any warp prism drops or anything like that, overlord drops or anything.
Yeah, those steam gas depot bits are rather annoying.
Yeah, fairly frustrating.
And
he is chronoing out the mothership.
Yep, it's almost done.
3 gates are completed. More Zerglings are on the way out though. I'm not sure if they'll be able to scout the mothership.
I'm not sure if they'll be able to grow wings and start attacking it, but you never know.
The Hydralisk then is coming out for raynguyen though, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to create enough Hydralisks in time for this mass recall.
I'm not sure why he has he's going to mass recall into the back of raynguyen's base and then try and throw down a couple of pylons and start warping in
and then
units.
just consistently warp in over there. He might expand off this attack, because it'd be pretty safe to do so, as I think this is going to be a very oppressive attack.
Although raynguyen is getting Hydralisks and Hydra range, so...
10 Hydralisks. So, but I think the mass recall will still happen before then.
Yeah, and even if it doesn't, there's enough Stalkers and Zealots to hold the Hydralisks off at least for a little while.
Root Kiwikaki is throwing down pylons along the way, just so he can consistently warp in, and he's waiting for the mothership, and now he will push forward. Okay.
And that probe got sniped, which wasn't great. So.
Good micro could save raynguyen from this. He does have enough Hydralisks to take out the mothership, but those Stalkers will consistently be sniping at the Hydralisks as they try to bring it down. It's a lot of queens, though.
He might just go and mass recall into his main. He's trying to fly his mothership round.
Oh, that's good play. Force fielding the main army of Hydralisks up.
Ooh. And, I think...
There goes one spine crawler. And I can't see any comeback for raynguyen at the moment. Another spine crawler taking out. These force fields are so effective.
That was very nicely baited. I mean, he thought he was going to mass recall straight into his main, so he pulled his entire army up.
Yeah.
And then he just walks right in the front.
Oh. Yeah, I think raynguyen is in a spot of trouble at the moment, as his army is being decimated.
Yes, and down went that overseer, and...
He's drawing all the drones, but they are getting... Well, they're not even trying to attack, they just move past.
Too little, too late?
Yep. That's a lack of scouting, really. He should have had overlords. Good overlord placement in Root Kiwiwaki's base, and he would have seen that mothership coming. Because he didn't even know that the fleet beacon had gone down.
He did have Stalkers protecting it, but if a Protoss doesn't expand by 6 minutes 30, then you know something's up. It's either got to be DTs or some kind of wacky all-in, so... Yeah. Should have seen that coming.
Yeah. So, another epic game, and we will see you guys next time.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.